evening.
Teachers change lives every day, and nominate a teacher for the Ad Astra Radio Classroom Hero Award. McPhersonRadio.com. The Classroom Hero Award is supported by Stetson Greenhouse, the Roto Cowboy. Thank you, teachers. Everything local from Ad Astra.
If you owe back taxes, listen carefully to rule number 1. Never go up against the IRS alone. They're cracking down, freezing bank accounts, garnishing paychecks. Even your home or business could be at risk. And licensed professionals. Consultation.
Call 800
Tax relief.
1840 KMCP.
But you know you're free. Oh, me baby. Oh, me honey. What about that? Would you make me beg you pretty please?
From KMCP, the stories shaping your community. Online at McPhersonRadio.com.
Hey, video folks, we're having some technical issues on the radio side. We'll get up and running hopefully sooner rather than later. Video folks, if you're just joining us again, we're having some technical issues on the radio side. We're looking to get that fixed hopefully within the next couple of minutes, and then we will get things started. So sorry about the delay, guys.
Online at adastraradio.com, including schedules, stories, and game day audio. Just ahead on the Midway Motors Drive to the Game, we'll preview tonight's matchup. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Hello, good evening, and welcome to the Roundhouse. Sorry for taking so long. We had a lot of technical issues because of all days. Why not the postseason? But get the kinks out early before March Madness officially begins, as today officially begins sub-state basketball, and we have coverage of McPherson High School basketball here on KMCP. With studio engineer Sherry Bruce, live stream coordinator Jeremy Snap, I'm Lane Gillespie. We're supposed to have a 20-minute pregame. Well, today we're only going to have 3 because of the technical issues that we had. So let's just go ahead and break down today's sub-state matchup. McPherson girls versus the Buhler Crusaders. It's a league rivalry matchup here today to start off the postseason for McPherson. The Bullpups are the number 8 seed in the 4A West sub-state, and the Buhler Crusaders are the number 9. McPherson is 13-10 as they won the outright league title in Division III of the Ark Valley Chisholm Trail League, while the Buhler Crusaders are 11-12, and they finished league play 5-5 to put them in 4th place in the league standings. When these two teams met in the 2 times in the regular season, it was a McPherson regular season sweep, as the Bullpups won both games by just 3 points. They won the first matchup back in Buhler by a final score of 31-28. That was all the way back on December 16th. Meanwhile, in the second matchup here at the Roundhouse, it took overtime, but the Bullpups were able to turn it around and get on top to defeat the Crusaders by a final score of 44-41. But of course, with this being the sub-states tournament to start off, there's a lot on the line, as of course it's the season on the line from here on out. And the name of the game in the postseason is Survive and Advance. And McPherson looking to do that here today. Now the winner of this game will play the winner of number 1 Wellington versus number 16 Abilene. So it's kind of the same draw should McPherson win today, where they would have to travel to Wellington should the Crusaders avoid the upset today. The Wellington Crusaders, that is. Meanwhile, if Buhler wins, it'll be possibly a battle of the Crusaders, and that would be on Friday at 6 o'clock. But here we are just moments away from tip-off. And again, we apologize for the technical issues. We are finally underway here in McPherson with tip-off just moments away. We promise it won't happen again. But we are about to head to the starting lineups, as the McPherson girls are the home team today. And these starting lineups are brought to you by Act 360 Insurance. Act 360 Insurance is here to partner in your legacy. Contact agents Darren Eddy or Cody Moores in Inman. The starting lineups are as follows: 5'6" senior Marin Sandbo, 5'9" senior Brooke Doyle, 5'6" junior Riley Whitfield, 5'9" junior Piper Alvord, and 5'9" sophomore Carly Cooper. For the Buhler Crusaders, they are as follows: 5'5" junior Tori Tushchin, 5'6" junior Ella Voss, 5'5" senior Jenna Lackey, 5'5" senior Naya Sewell, and 5'7" junior Maddie Stallman. So again for Buhler, that's Tushchin, Voss, Lackey, Sewell, and Stallman. McPherson, the home team, in their white jerseys and shorts with red lettering and numbering on the front and back, spelling McPherson above the numbers. For Buhler, they are primarily in maroon and black. They're in black jerseys and shorts, white numerals and lettering as well, spelling Buhler above the numbers. Those uniforms brought to you by McPherson Laundry and Dry Cleaners. It's where to take your clothes. Don't forget, you can tune in to watch live on adastraradio.com/TV, as we are giving you this video live stream for free on our website. Again, that is on adastraradio.com/TV. McPherson and Buhler coming up in just a couple of short moments to start off Sub-State. And again, whoever wins will play the winner of Wellington and Abilene in the Sub-State final, but that would be on Friday at 6 o'clock. So it should be a fun way to start off the postseason for McPherson under head coach Clint Kinnaman in his second year in McPherson. A season ago, McPherson won the Sub-State semifinal matchup against Augusta, which was a team that they lost to twice in the regular season, and then they fell in the Sub-State final to Wellington, who would eventually go on to be the 4A state champions, and to many who are the favorite to win the state title this year, that being Wellington, with a 20-1 record, which is the best in 4A. The one seed on the east side is Rock Creek at 20-3. So we are just moments away from tip-off. The McPherson student section in their blackout night with a lot of supporters here today, especially on the boys basketball team who stuck around in practice for a little bit, then are now here to support their team. The boys team will be in action tomorrow against Ulysses for the semifinal round of Sub-State. But we are just about ready here at the Roundhouse. And once more, we do apologize for the technical issues we had where normally it's a 20-minute pregame where we give you even the series history with Mark Heidebrecht. Not going to do so today, but thankfully it's against a team that McPherson has seen multiple times. So if you want to hear the series history, go back to one of the previous games and then add a game, of course, with a McPherson win. So the officials getting ready at midcourt. It'll be Brooke Doyle versus Tori Tushton on the Bullpup logo in center court. Buhler will go from left to right, McPherson vice versa. The whistle blows, the toss of the tap, tip won by McPherson, and the postseason is underway. Bullpups going from right to left. Marin Sandbo controls the point. Top of the circle going to the right side. Chest high pass, far corner to Whitfield. Lost the handle momentarily, but able to give it up. Sandbo near side to Alvord into the corner for Cooper. Wants to go inside, but Doyle guarded well. This is a Buhler team that credits a lot of their success this year with their defense. Whitfield in the corner, top of the key. Alvord, shot clock at 10. Near side, Whitfield thought about a three, now drives baseline, is doubled up, and it's taken away by Buhler. A steal by Stallman to start things off. Buhler up the floor, Voss backing down Whitfield, but there will be a foul called on Riley. Her first team's first. Buhler, coached by John Darrow in his third year, 41-28 record, took this Buhler squad to a fourth place finish last year. Buhler with 7 state titles in their history, McPherson with 9, and actually we'll speak more about the first couple of state titles for Buhler in just a moment when we have a stoppage in play. But Buhler with it, 7:05 to go first quarter, still tied at 0. Voss on the near side with a crossover move. Kick to Sewell on the right wing. Drives in on Cooper. Inside Stallman. Tough shot, too strong. Rebound McPherson. 1 minute in, a minute 5 in to be exact, and we're still deadlocked. Nobody has scored yet in this postseason. McPherson 13-10 as the number 8 seed. Buhler 11-12, the number 9. Sandbo near corner to Whitfield, bounce pass into Doyle, backs down, Stallman, cross-court feed. Alvord now drives baseline, cross-court feed again. Whitfield, she thought about a three but backs off. Alvord in the corner, now she pulls the trigger, misses touch too strong, but a long rebound goes right to Alvord, and Marin Sandbo will now control it with a fresh shot clock. Near side, Cooper with the ball on the wing, bounce pass into the corner for Alvord. 6:20 to go first quarter, still 0-0 tie. Dangerous pass top of the key, Marin Sandbo tracks it down in the backcourt. Sandbo will push on the near side, drives, kick into the corner. Alvord tries again, misses short again, and Doyle tries to wrestle for the ball. Down goes Stallman, and a tie up. The arrow will give it to Buhler. Good effort by McPherson, though, and a couple of good looks for Piper Alvord in the corner, but unable to drop on both of those, so it's still 0-0 as we head to now the 6-minute mark to go in this first quarter. Voss with the ball, kick left side to Lackey. Now Tushton, the team's leading scorer. She'll drive all the way. Layup won't drop, but a foul called. And 2 free throws coming up for Tori Tushton, the 5'5 junior, averaging 7.5 points a game. Alvord called for the foul, her first and the team's second, and 2 free throws coming up for Tushchin. 58% foul line shooter, swishes home the first. Buhler as a team shoots 55% at the free throw line. That's been one of their kryptonites this year. Second free throw goes down as well. She goes 2 for 2. So 2-0 Buhler, 5:50 to go first quarter. Coach Kinnaman yells out a play as Sandbo crosses midcourt but faces a double team. Finds Doyle. High pass deflected. Cooper tries to track it down on the deck. Somehow gave it to Alvord, who lays it in and one. An incredible play by Carly Cooper. Diving to the floor. An underhand pass to Alvord, who scores +1. Foul called on Lackey, her first, team's first. And that already is going to be a candidate for the Hub Brick Oven play of the game. The free throw is good for Alvord, and it's 3-2 McPherson. 5:35 to go first quarter. Tushchin with the ball near side for Buhler. They swing around the perimeter. Kick pass left wing, now high pass. Tushchin low post, doesn't have the size. Ball tipped by Doyle, tracked down by Buhler once more though. They have it with still plenty of time to shoot as the shot clock is at 15. Shot clock in the postseason this time. There was not one last year, as it was a trial period last year in the regular season. This time, shot clock's in the postseason. A step in by Sewell, and the lefty floater goes in. First made basket for Buhler, and it comes off the left hand of Nia Sewell, and Buhler retakes the lead 4-3. Alvord near side, high cross-court feed, too high and out of bounds, intended for Whitfield. It'll go back to Buhler. .457 to go first quarter, 4-3 Buhler with the lead over McPherson. It's the girls basketball sub-state semifinal. Winner of this game plays the winner of number 1 Wellington versus number 16 Abilene. Sewell on the left wing, thought about a deep shot, tries to kick inside, but it's taken away. Carly Cooper with the steal. Riley Whitfield trying to break past the pressure near side on Voss. She does so successfully. Picks up the ball, finds Doyle top of the circle. Tries to drive, falls down, keeps her dribble somehow. Whitfield far side, she wants a three. Short, rebounded by Buhler. Or is it? Tushchin had it and then almost lost it, but she retains control. Here comes Buhler up the floor, 4:20 to go in this first quarter, I should say. 4-3 Buhler. Dangerous pass inside again and another steal. 2-on-1 break, kick into Sandbo. She fakes, back in, Whitfield, layup good and a foul. The ball movement by McPherson. Riley Whitfield to Marin Sandbo, and then back to Riley Whitfield. McPherson retakes the lead. Foul this time on Tori Tushchin, her first, team second. Kaysen Blake and Jersey Alexander check in for McPherson. Kinley Combs comes in for Buhler. And Whitfield at the line for the potential three-point play. Already eclipsing her point total from last game. Free throw is good. If she missed, she would have had another shot because there would have been a lane violation on Buhler, but because she made the free throw, doesn't matter. So it's 6-4, Bull Pups 4 minutes in, but a three top of the key is good by Kinsley Combs. Checks in and just seconds in, puts up a three-point bomb on the top of the key to get Buhler the lead right back, 7-6. Dangerous pass taken away by Buhler. Steal by Keller, who also just checked in. Far side, Combs, top of the key, finds Stallman. Swing pass right wing, Tushchin, doubled up, almost lost it. Blake tries to reach for the ball, she gets it. A steal by the freshman. Doyle up ahead to Alvord. Feels the defense, so she slows it down, bounce pass it to Doyle. She's double teamed, turns, tough shot, misses, rebounded by Buhler. Coach Kinnaman wanted a foul on the shot, didn't get one. Here comes Buhler on the drive, kick out into the corner. Here's another three, it misses short, rebound, Kaysen Blake for McPherson. They could go deep if they want to. The deep pass is underhand, or short arm though. A dive for the ball, Doyle tries to keep it alive. Now Alvord races in and forces a tie up. The arrow back to McPherson. Boy, what a gutsy few plays to start off the postseason. 3:10 to go first quarter. McPherson trailing 7-6. They'll have the ball back. Marin Sandbo checks in for Riley Whitfield. So Jersey Alexander, Marin Sandbo, Piper Alvord, Brooke Doyle, Kaysen Blake, the five on the floor for the Pups. Sandbo with a crossover move, drives all the way home, misses the scoop layup, rebounded by Buhler. Kaya Edmond, who just checked in, looks to push, but she doesn't. She feels the defense come in and Tushchin with it, top of the circle. Left side to Sewell, or rather Edmond, I should say. High pass inside, Tushchin lays it in. Buhler now back up by 3, 9-6, 2:40 to go first quarter. Doyle on the near side, tries to drive, underhand pass to Blake, top of the key to Alver. Now back into the corner for Blake. Tried to kick into Doyle, ball tipped high into the air, and Doyle comes down with it off the carom. So McPherson keeps it. Sandbo to Doyle, left side Blake. Shot clock at 10. Alexander tries to weave through traffic. Pass deflected. Sandbo finds Blake with 4. Blake steps up into the corner. Alvord puts it up at the buzzer. Misses. Offensive rebound by Doyle. Her putback won't go, but she's fouled. What a job by Piper Alvord just to get it up on the run, which hit the rim. And Doyle gets fouled, and she'll shoot 2. Harley Terrell called for the fouler first, and the team's third. Doyle at the line for 2, 2:05 to go first quarter, 9-6 Buhler. First free throw misses, just wide left. 65% free throw shooter. That was her 101st free throw attempt of the year, which is 56 more attempts than any other player on the team. Correction, 46 attempts more than anybody else on the team. So she goes to the free throw line a lot. Second free throw missed. Alvord the offensive rebound. And then a foul will be called on Buhler, a reach-in foul. But McPherson with the stick-to-itiveness. And Terrell called for her second foul already. That's the team's 4th with 2:03 to go in the first quarter. Carly Cooper back in for McPherson, replacing Brooke Doyle. Into the corner, Sandbo for a long 2, just a touch too strong. Ball tipped and taken by Buhler, just saved by Keller before it could go out of bounds. Here's a deep pass up ahead. Combs all the way home, misses the floater, tap back, and another shot up and in. Addie Keller gets it to fall. And it's 11-6. Buhler with 1:40 to go first quarter. Blake in the corner, top of the key to Cooper. Cooper drives, finds Alexander, lost it for a moment, got it back though, and finds Sandbo. And off to Blake, top of the key to Cooper. Left side, Alexander into the corner for Alvord. Alvord drives all the way home. She gets hit and a foul call. 2 free throws coming up for Piper Alvord. Foul that time on Maddie Stallman, her first. And that puts McPherson in the bonus. It was a shooting foul, so 2 free throws either way for Piper Alvord. 1:21 to go first quarter. First free throw just misses wide left. McPherson now 2 for 4 at the free throw line, or correction, 2 for 5. Coverage of Bull Punt basketball brought to you in part by Ag 360 Insurance, RC Heating and Cooling, Great Plains Federal Credit Union, Edward Jones McPherson. Second free throw does go down for Piper Alvord, so she goes 1 for 2. And Riley Whitfield checks in for her. 1:15 to go first quarter, 11-7 Buhler. Tushton, near side, drives all the way, layup is good. Blew right past Marin Sandbo and a timeout called by Coach Kinnaman. Tushton with 6 points in the early going, and it's 13-7 Buhler. We'll keep it right here, just a 30-second timeout called by head coach Clint Kinnaman. Special message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Your ticket to an athletic event is a privilege to watch students learn on the playing court. Unruly behavior is unacceptable in the classroom, and the sports arena is a classroom. Good sportsmanship is a lesson to be learned by players and spectators alike. Remember, sportsmanship provides the human touch. The Kansas State High School Activities Association and KMCP encourages you to make sportsmanship a primary concern as you support your chosen team. Also, speaking of which, today is National Sportsmanship Day. And what a way for it to be in the first round of the postseason. At least for 4A, I should say. Semifinals around this time for just about every classification. McPherson with the ball, 1 minute to go, first quarter, 13-7 Buhler. Sandbo on the near side. That being Marin Sandbo, right-handed pass, finds Alexander, gets past her defender, bounce pass into Blake, she's doubled up, back out to Alexander. Alexander now picks up the ball, needs help far side. Whitfield was going to put it up a 3 that went in, but it won't count. A 3 seconds call on McPherson, and it's a turnover back to Buhler. Brooke Doyle will check back in. She checks in for Kaysen Blake. 2 clocks in this opening quarter, separated by just 11 seconds. 13-7 Buhler. Buhler with the ball. Combs, top of the key. She's already hit 1 3. She misses that one this time. Rebound fought for on the deck. Buhler gets it back. Layup will drop in for Stallman. Those will be her first points of the game, and it's 15-7. Buhler. Shot clock turned off for the remainder of the first quarter. 20 seconds in, bounce pass. Doyle near side finds Cooper, long 2. In and out, rebounded by Buhler. And a chance to possibly go up by double figures to end the first quarter. Voss, top of the key to Tushchin. 10 to shoot. Tushchin sees the clock, gets a screen, falls down, and there'll be a foul called on McPherson. That's just team foul number 3, so no free throws yet. Alexander called for the foul. Coach Kinnaman wanted an illegal screen, didn't get one. 5.8 to go first quarter. Buhler to play it in, into the corner. Stallman now Tushchin on the drive. Layup won't drop. Rebounded by McPherson with 1 second. Sandbo heaves it, but it won't go, and that's the end of the first quarter. 15-7. Buhler with the lead over McPherson. And what has been kind of a back and forth battle, but more points credited to the visitors through 8 minutes of play. We're back at 30 seconds for the second quarter. This is Bullpup Basketball as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
Canton Lockers has been a top choice for quality meat processing for over 50 years. Gentleman Joe Allen and his crew have continued the tradition of providing custom meat slaughtering and processing with outstanding reviews. Canton Lockers is known for their insurmountable customer service, first-class meat processing methods, and highly competitive pricing. Visit Canton Lockers at 131 North Main Street in Canton today and let Gentleman Joe and his crew help you put the highest standards of meats on your dinner table tonight.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Back and live at the McPherson Roundhouse. McPherson girls trailing 15-7 in this sub-state semifinal matchup as we are through 1 quarter of play. We head to the second quarter coming up. McPherson shooting 2 of 10 in that first quarter. Buhler 6 of 11 through the first 8 minutes. Coverage of Bullpup Basketball is presented by McPherson College. You bring the dream. We'll build a team. Success is a team effort. Begin building yours at McPherson College. Also like to thank some of our sponsors, our Art Shirt Gear for Sport, McPherson Booster Club, Farmers Alliance, and Next Tech Wireless. Buhler with the ball to start off quarter number 2. High pass inside, deflected, hits the bottom of the basket, and now taken away by McPherson. 15-7 Buhler. McPherson with the ball now after the takeaway. Alver turns the corner, handoff Sandbo. Goes to the top of the key. Far corner Whitfield, held up defensively by Tushchin, or rather that's Voss. Cooper, handoff to Alvor, top of the key. Handoff now as McPherson steps up with Whitfield, bounce pass it to Doyle. Lashy tries to dive for it, out of bounds it goes. It'll stay with McPherson with 9 to shoot. 7:24 to go in the second quarter. But again, 9 on the shot clock for the Bullpups when they play it in. Sandbo plays it into Doyle. She'll back down, spins left, shoots. She laid it in, but it won't count. A foul call, but it's on the floor. Foul on Stallman, but that's her second. And that is key. She is a terrific low post player, one of the better rebounders on this Buhler team. Fresh shot clock for McPherson when they play it in. Whitfield catch and shoot 3. Too strong, rebounded by Buhler. Up the floor go the Crusaders. Voss weaves through, tried to kick inside, knocked away and stolen. Sandbo with a deflection, Whitfield with a takeaway. Here come the Pups, 7:05 to go first half, down by 8. Cooper far side, Alvord bounce pass, Doyle steps in, tough shot, misses short. Rebound Buhler. Edmond looking to go coast to coast, hop step, scoops up, misses, ball tap back, taken by Buhler. On the drive, layup, no, but an offensive foul called on Kinley Combs, called for a charge. That'll be her first and the team's second, so Buhler going back to the bench to bring in Nia Sewell. Two fouls on 2 Crusaders so far. Of course, that one's Combs' first, but Stallman and Terrell with 2 fouls apiece. Cooper on the near side, tries to give it up, and it's intercepted by Tushchin. 1-on-2 break. Tushchin will pull up. A floater is good off the window. 17-7 Buhler. It's a 10-point Crusader lead. 6:20 to go in the first half. Top of the key, Whitfield, she'll try another three. Misses wide that time, rebounded by Buhler. McPherson cannot buy a basket. And they've been getting some good looks. They're just not dropping. Near side, corner three, in and out. Rebound tipped about, and an offensive rebound by Buhler. Sewell got the offensive board. And Buhler will keep as they slow it down near side. 5:45 to go first half, 17-7 Buhler. Voss, kick far corner. Edmond tries to drive baseline, backs down, tried to find her sister, who's Nia Sewell, but out of bounds it goes, and to McPherson. Genelacki comes in for Buhler, so does Addie Keller. Jersey Alexander checks in for McPherson. 17-7 Buhler, 5:40 to go first half. Aaron Sandbo up the floor on the near side. Top of the key to Whitfield. Swing pass left wing to Alvord. Handoff Alexander in the left wing into the corner. Sandbo held up defensively. Sewell with terrific defense as Sandbo has to pick up the ball. Now Whitfield will drive. Layup knocked away, and we'll have a tie-up. The arrow back to McPherson. But it looked like Whitfield wanted to try to draw a foul, and Coach Kinnaman wanted a foul and didn't get one. 5:18 to go in the first half. 14 on the shot clock when McPherson plays it in. Play in, Alvord on the drive. Layup misses, but a foul called. Alvord incensed that she didn't make the shot, but she'll go to the line for two. Keller called for the foul, her first, team's third. First free throw for Piper, good. 5 points for Piper already. The other three are by Riley Whitfield, which was an and one. Just two different scores for McPherson so far. Second free throw, good as well. She goes 2 for 2 from the stripe that time, 4 for 5 on the game. 17-9 Buhler, 5:15 to go in the second quarter. Buhler with the ball going from left to right. Voss controlling the point with a crossover move, waist high. Backs down Whitfield into the corner for Sewell. Gets past the defender, drives all the way inside. Layup won't go, but a foul called, and Nia Sewell will head to the strike. Foul on Piper Alvord, and she gets picked up with her second foul. And the team's first of the quarter. Sewell at the line for two, 48% foul line shooter. The Southpaw's first free throw rattles home. Buhler 3 for 3 at the stripe as Kaya Edmond will sub out. Checking in will be Kinley Combs. One more free throw for Nia Sewell. A bend at the knees, the free throw, good as well. Just about everything coming up right for Buhler so far. It's 19-9, Buhler over McPherson. 5 minutes to go first half. Sandbo near side, cross-court feed to Whitfield. Back to Sandbo near side. Alexander between the rings, kick right corner. Whitfield tried to kick into Doyle, but a foul called on Buhler. That will be on Keller, and that'll be her second. So mark it now 3 Crusaders with 2 fouls so far. But with the foul trouble, it's still a 10-point advantage for Buhler. Sandbo to throw it in. Needs help, still needs to throw it in, and 5 seconds called. And another Buhler, or bullpuck turnover, I should say. To Buhler it will go. 4:45 to go first half. 19-9 Buhler. Pass on the run into the low post. Turnaround shot up, won't go for Combs. Rebound McPherson. Sandbo with a nifty crossover. Tries to weave through traffic, lost the handle, but Whitfield tracks it down. Far side Cooper. Backs down, cross-court feed. Out of bounds, was it deflected? It may have been, but then Whitfield, I think, or correction, Alexander then touched it, but Coach Kinnaman trying to say it was touched before Alexander touched it. Which it may have been. I think it was tipped, and then Alexander got a fingertip on it before it went out of bounds. So 19-9, Buhler with the lead and the ball, 4:15 to go first half. Sewell near side. Crossover, steps up on Doyle, tough shot, short, rebound McPherson. Here comes Riley Whitfield up the floor on the near side. At what point does the lid come off for McPherson? Hopefully for the Bullpups sooner rather than later. Bounce pass Doyle, cross-court feed. Sandbo in the corner for a triple. That's good! Right on cue. Marin Sandbo with her first points, and it's a 3-ball from the corner. McPherson now down 19-12, 3:45 to go in the first half. On the drive, Voss into the corner. Combs for 3. Too strong. Doyle tries to save it. She does to Cooper. Up ahead to Whitfield. One-on-one with Voss. Whitfield all the way. Lays it up and in. 5 straight points for McPherson. Timeout Buhler. 3:29 to go first half. It's a 5-point game. McPherson with a stick-to-itiveness to turn it around. We'll keep it right here for the time being. Just a 30-second timeout called by Coach Darrow. Coverage of Bullpup basketball presented by Nextech Wireless. Stream every game live with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Nextech Wireless. Latest phones and devices at the best prices. Also brought to you in part by McPherson College, Idea Tech, Prairie Hills Financial, with Glenn Snell, Pleasant View Home, McPherson Car Connection, the Boiler House, People's Bank and Trust, Erickson Custom Building, Midway Motors, Prairie Land Partners, American Family Insurance with Steve Barr, Jar Performance Automotive, Iron Horse Financial, Bethany Village, Advanced Physical Therapy, 37 Print Co. I'd like to thank them and all of our sponsors for bringing you coverage of Bullpup Athletics. 19-14, a quick 5-0 run by McPherson with 3:29 to go in the first half. Buhler with the ball following the timeout. Edmond with the ball with a crossover move on the left wing. Picks the ball up, looks to go inside, finds Stallman, backs down, turns, layup is good. Stallman now with 4 points for the Crusaders. That puts an end to the 5-0 run. 21-14 Buhler into the corner for Cooper. Thought about a 3. She can hit 3-point shots, but now she has it again. Kick in. Doyle pulls up from the elbow. In and out. Rebound out of bounds off McPherson. That was halfway down and just sputtered out of the orange-painted rim. 21-14 Buhler. Buhler with the ball. 2:55 to go in the second. Far side with the ball is Edmond. Steps up and is guarded by Doyle. Edmond picks up the dribble on the perimeter. Bounce pass deflected, taken by McPherson. Alexander on the near side. Stops on a dime, finds Whitfield. Far corner to Sandbo. Now back to Alexander. Back to Sandbo, right wing. Top of the key, Cooper. Alexander holds the ball. Left side now steps up, and she's bumped and a foul called on Buhler. And that will put McPherson in the bonus. That's team foul number 5. Foul on Nia Sewell, her first. And 2 free throws coming up for Jersey Alexander. Jersey looking for her first points of the game. 71% free throw shooter. Went 3 for 4 against Winfield to close the regular season, where she had 9 points. First free throw good. Back to a 6-point game. Buhler will go back to the bench to bring in Ella Voss and Maddie Stallman. Correction, Stallman was already in, but Tori Tushton checks in. Jersey trying to make it a 5-point game. She does not. Misses the free throw short. Rebounded by Buhler. Crusaders with it. 21-15 Buhler with 2:15 to go in the first half. Tushton on the near side gets a screen. Steps up near side. Finds Edmond for a 3. Good. Kaya Edmond from deep to put Buhler now back up by 9. And that's Edmond's first points of the game. 2 minutes to go in the half. Cooper near side. Sandbo tries to answer with a 3. That misses wide. Offensive rebound. Cooper stick back blocked. Taken by Buhler. Then knocked away. Voss collects it. In trouble in the sideline, but finally able to give it up to Stallman. And Voss will cross midcourt with a second to spare. 1:35 to go in the first half. 24-15 Buhler. Tushton left elbow. Steps up into the corner. Finds Combs. Backs down Whitfield on the baseline. High pass a bit too far into the near side. It goes. Tushton tried to save it, or Voss did, but it's taken by Alexander. She goes coast to coast but missed the layup. Rebounded by Buhler. Bit too much on the layup attempt. Far side, Tushton long 2. In and out. Rebounded by Alexander. 1:08 to go in the first half. Still 24-15 Buhler. Whitfield finds Sandbo as they cross midcourt. Less than a minute to go in the half. Sandbo finds an opening, drives all the way, and lays it in with the left hand. 5 points now for Sandbo, back down to a 7-point game. 24-17 Buhler, 45 seconds to go first half. Voss on the left wing, top of the key to Tushchin. Steps back on Sandbo, kick left elbow. Stallman back to Tushchin, she wants a three. Misses everything, and out of bounds. Was it tipped? It was not. It'll go to McPherson. Shot clock turned off for the rest of the half, 29.6 to go. As checking in, Harley Terrell. She checks back in with the 2 fouls. Also, Kinsey Polk comes in. Piper Albert in for McPherson. She checks in for Jersey Alexander. .6 to go first half. Shot clock is off, 24-17 in this first half. Buhler with the lead, McPherson with the ball. Sandbo near side, top of the key to Whitfield. Holds the ball, now near side to Alvord. Coach Kinnaman wants them to hold for the last shot. And now they'll go with 12 to shoot. Alvord, top of the key, Doyle with 8. Needs help, handoff, Alvord with 5. Alvord shot blocked, taken by Buhler. Up ahead. Edmond holds it, half-court heave, a travel call, but the timer ran out, and they will say that's the end of the first half. But it's a Buhler lead at halftime of this girls' matchup in the Sub-State Semifinal, 24-17. We head to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report. Up next, this is Bullpup basketball as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
You're listening to the Great Plains Federal Credit Union Halftime Report. Great Plains Federal Credit Union, placing people before profit. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
Hey Bullpup fans, want to make a real difference in McPherson? Join the Bullpup Booster Club today. The Bullpup Booster Club proudly supports all student programs and activities, helping our teams, clubs, and organizations succeed. Your membership helps fund uniforms, equipment, and so much more for our students. By supporting the Booster Club, you're backing all of the Bullpups. Visit bullpupbooster.com to join today. Together, we're stronger. Go Bullpups.
The hub where good times spin. Brick of it up where dreams begin. Brewed and baked just for you. The hub's the place for something true.
Hey, it's Sammy from the Hub Brick Oven and Brewery, inviting y'all to join us in Mound Ridge. The station, Coffee and Bakery, is open at 7:30 a.m. Monday through Saturday for all your coffee, bakery, and ice cream fixes. Don't forget to try one of our delicious appetizers. Our brick oven is fired up from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Monday through Saturday. Come get your grub at the Hub.
This is the Ad Astra Radio halftime report. I'm Lane Gillespie. The AP Top 25 poll was released yesterday in what is the final time in the regular season, despite the Jayhawks beating then number 5 Houston at home last Monday, then falling to number 2 Arizona on Saturday. KU stays at number 14 for the second week in a row. Duke stays as the number 1 team in the country, receiving 55 of a potential 59 first-place votes. The other 4 first-place votes went to Arizona, who is number 2, but they defeated number 6 Iowa State last night, 73-57, and they have won the outright regular season Big 12 title. With the Iowa State loss last night, the Jayhawks have more on the line tonight at Arizona State, as they'll need to win tonight and on Saturday in their regular season finale to earn themselves 2 opening round byes, also known as the double bye, in the Big 12 tournament next week. KU would do so by finishing in the top 4 in the Big 12 standings, where they currently sit in 4th. Today's game is the final road game for KU as they enter 21-8 on the year, 11-5 in the Big 12. Arizona State is 15-14, but 6-10 in the conference. The series is tied between both schools at 6 apiece, but KU has never won in Tempe. Tip-off tonight is at 8 o'clock. And once coverage of this game is over, you can tune on in to the rest of pregame and go all the way to tip-off and hear the Jayhawk Sports Network on Hit Radio 94.7 KSKU. Also, the Kansas State Wildcats are looking to send out the seniors on a high note tonight. They'll host senior night against the West Virginia Mountaineers. The Cats are just 2-14 in the Big 12, while West Virginia enters 8-8 in the conference. Tip-off from Bramlage Coliseum tonight is at 7 o'clock. And as we look ahead to tomorrow, we'll continue to have high school basketball action on your airwaves as sub-state basketball continues. That includes the McPherson High School boys hosting Ulysses for the sub-state semifinal in 4A on 98.9, 1540 KMCP. And then tomorrow also on Mix 96.7, we'll have the Mound Ridge boys. They host Republic County. And you can also listen to both of those live on adastraradio.com and the Ad Astra Radio mobile app. And also tomorrow officially begins the first round of the Big 12 women's basketball tournament, and both the Jayhawks and the Wildcats women's basketball teams will be in action on Wednesday. In fact, Kansas State will be the first team on deck on the full slate of games in Kansas City at the T-Mobile Center, as the number 12 seed K-State will take on the number 13 seed Cincinnati. If they win, they will take on number 5 Texas Tech at 11 a.m. on Thursday. The Jayhawks will be the nightcap as they will tip off at around 8 o'clock against number 14 UCF. The Jayhawks, who are the number 11 seed, would face Colorado at 8 o'clock on Thursday should they win. That's your halftime report. We'll have more coming up next as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio. Coming up next.
More of the Great Plains Federal Credit Union halftime report is coming up after this. Next, we'll recap tonight's first half stats. Your home for the McPherson Bullpups is 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Hello, I'm Gloria Schrader, a proud McPherson parent and grandparent who believes that teamwork is key to reaching our goals. Working in the claims department at Farmers Alliance, I love seeing our company unite to support our policyholders through tough times. Being a part of a team that helps people rebuild their lives is as awesome as a victory in the big game. At Farmers Alliance, we're excited to be part of this amazing community and thrilled to cheer on all our local teams to success.
Good luck starts with a great connection from MTC. With MTC Fiber Internet, get lucky fast speeds you can count on, smooth streaming with no buffering, and a reliable connection for everyday moments. Plus, switch to MTC Fiber Internet in March and get a free $100 gift to a local business. Visit mtc4me.com/get fiber now. Call 877-216-9951 or stop by one of our offices in Little River, Lyons, Marquette, McPherson, or Sterling.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the McPherson Roundhouse, 24-17. The McPherson girls trail at halftime over the Buhler Crusaders in the sub-state quarterfinal. McPherson has shot 5 of 21 so far on the floor. Buhler 9 for 21. And honestly, that's been the biggest difference because when it comes to the turnovers, it really has not been bad. McPherson with 8 in the first half and Buhler with 11 so far as we reach halftime here today. So McPherson's defense has done well, but so has Buhler's. But then, more importantly, it has been the offense that has been terrific so far for the Crusaders in contrast to McPherson. Bullpups leading scorers, Piper Albert with 6. Merritt Sandbo and Riley Whitfield each have 5 apiece. The other point goes to Jersey Alexander, which was on a free throw. For Buhler, their leading scorer is Tori Tushchin. She has 8 points. 4 points apiece from Maddie Stallman and Nia Sewell. 3 points apiece from Kinley Combs and Kaya Edmond, and then 2 for Addie Keller. So those are the scoring breakdowns so far for both teams. One of the second half coming up after this. McPherson trailing 24-17 here in the sub-state semifinal. This is Bullpup basketball from the Midway Motors broadcast booth on 98.9, 1540 KMCP as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup basketball. Find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
We understand that change can be hard. If you're still holding on to your old flip phone, we might just have the deal for you. At Nextech Wireless, you can get the Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7 on us. With its convenient and pocketable design, this phone transforms into what you need when you need it. Nextech Wireless, celebrating 20 years of connecting Kansans.
Whether you need annual HVAC maintenance or a high-quality, energy-efficient Lennox system, the trusted team at Gearing Home Services is committed to quality HVAC service and is proud to be rated 4.9 stars on Google. The professional certified technicians at Gearing Home Services deliver affordable rates on Lennox systems backed by a full 10-year warranty and provide options for every budget. Choose Gearing Home Services in Mound Ridge for all your Lennox HVAC needs. GearingHomeServices.com since 1897. Come see what a century worth of knowledge and customer service can do.
At McPherson College, you bring the dream, we'll assemble the team. Your experience as a Bulldog student-athlete includes a team of coaches and professors dedicated to your success. McPherson College is home to KCAC champions, NAIA All-Americans, and champions of character. We're also home to some of the lowest student debt and highest career outcomes in Kansas. It's a great day to be a Bulldog. Learn more at macbulldogs.com.
Experience the best in customer service when you call Alliance Agency Inc. for a Buckeye Insurance Group personal insurance quote. Alliance Agency Inc. can provide insurance coverage to meet your family's needs. Protect your financial future by calling Alliance Agency Inc. at 620-241-0213. Buckeye Insurance Group and Alliance Agency Inc. working together to protect you.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the McPherson Roundhouse as we are at halftime as it is 24-17. McPherson trailing Buhler here at the halftime break in this girls basketball sub-state semifinal in 4A. Whoever wins plays the winner of Wellington and Abilene. A quick message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. The swish of a basket, the excitement of a free throw, the roar of the crowds, all combined to remind us that state basketball championship games are just moments away. Sponsored by the Kansas State High School Activities Association, state championship playoffs conclude with the final games on March 14th. 7 classifications, 14 state champions will furnish plenty of thrills and excitement. Attend the games and support your team with pride and sportsmanship during the final weeks of Kansas High School basketball. A public service message from your Kansas State High School Activities Association and KMCP. Second half is just about moments away. Buhler with a 24-17 lead will have the ball to start off the half. No, they won't. It's intercepted by Doyle off the inbound. They have a 3-on-1. Defender falls down. Layup good. Blocking foul. Count the basket and the foul. Brooke Doyle gets it to fall and a chance at a three-point play. What a way to start off quarter number 3. And Brooke, just 5 seconds into the quarter, is on the board for the first time. Jenna Lackey called for the foul, her second and the team's first of the quarter. Brooke's free throw is good. And just like that, from down 7 to down 4, just 5 seconds into the quarter. Buhler with the ball, near side in the corner, on the drive. Lackey tried to throw it to someone in the corner, but it's tipped out of bounds, and it will stay with Buhler. Play it in, and it's tipped away and stolen. McPherson with a breakaway. Whitfield all alone inside. Layup is good. It's a 2-point game. 24-22, just like that. 7:25 to go in the third. Top of the key, Sewell almost had it poked away. Now it is stolen. Up ahead to Whitfield. She can tie the game right here. Inside, layup good. It's a 7-0 Bullpup run in 44 seconds. And just like that, we are tied at the Roundhouse. Timeout Buhler. 7:16 to go, third quarter. 3 steals, 3 lay-ins, plus a free throw. Ties it up here in this third quarter. Wow, what a start to the quarter for the Pups. We'll keep it right here. Just a 30-second timeout called As we'd like to thank our sponsors here at the Roundhouse for helping bring you coverage of Bullpup basketball. Those include Farmer State Bank, Crop Lumber, Mound Ridge Tractor, Blue Stem Communities, Health Equip, Hospice and Home Care of Reno County, Hutch Regional Med Center, Scooters Comfy, Hutch Auto Body, Farm Bureau with Luke Bauer, Inman Funeral Home, and Headland Electric. Speaking of electric, this Roundhouse is electric. 7:15 to go third quarter. We are deadlocked at 24. Terrific defense by the Bullpups to start off this quarter. 3 takeaways leading to 3 scores. Buhler with the ball. Voss on the far side. Held up by Whitfield, but Riley will be called for a foul. It's a little bump foul. Riley's second, team's first of the quarter. And Coach Kinnaman kind of giving a little bit of a look of, I don't know about that. Buhler to throw it into the corner. Tushchin, team's leading scorer, drives baseline, hop step, floater, misses, offensive rebound. Stallman hit on the arm and a foul called. She'll shoot 2. Foul will be on Cooper, I believe. No, they called it on Piper Alvord, and that's her third. Thought that would be on Cooper for arm contact, but no, they gave it to Piper. 2 free throws coming up for Maddie Stallman, my apologies. Her first free throw rattles in. Finally squandering a 7-0 Bullpup run. Taking the lead once more, 25-24, Buhler. One more free throw on the way, and good. Stallman goes 2 for 2, has 6 points. 26-24, Buhler, 6:55 to go in the third. Sandbo far side to Alvord. Top of the key to Cooper, right side Sandbo. Thought about a 3, backs off. Tushchin guards her well. Doyle, left side, Whitfield drives baseline all the way. Layup, misses, got her own rebound. Retreats outside, Doyle fakes on a 3, drives all the way. Layup good, and 1! Brooke Doyle does it again. Janet Lackey called for her 3rd foul, team second. And another and 1 opportunity for Brooke. That layup tied the game. This free throw could give McPherson the lead. For the first time since 4 minutes in. She does. She hits the free throw. 27-26 McPherson. 6:30 to go in the third. Combs far side to Voss. Handoff Tushchin right wing. Cross-court feed intercepted. Piper Alvord with the steal. It's a 3-on-1. Whitfield inside to Sandbo. And she lays it in. 3-point Bullpup advantage, 29-26, 6:05 to go in the third. Buhler with the ball. They were to try to answer. Cross-court feed, Tushchin tiptoes down the baseline. Ball tipped out of bounds off the hands of Sandbo. It'll stay with Buhler. How about the defense in this third quarter, just 2 minutes into the quarter? They already forced 11 turnovers. They forced about 4 or 5 more in the last 2 minutes. And McPherson with a 3-point advantage because of it after trailing by 7 at halftime. Buhler with the ball, they play it into the corner, a drive, Combs' shot is good. 29-28, McPherson with the lead, 5:50 to go third quarter. Alvord, top of the key, Cooper near side to Sandbo, screen set, Sandbo holds the ball, left wing Whitfields. Has to give it up, dangerous pass, it finds Cooper off the ricochet. Alvord bottled up, high pass too high and out of bounds, intended for Cooper. .5:30 to go third quarter. Buhler trying to retake the lead now. 29-28 McPherson. But so far in just 2 minutes and 40 seconds of this quarter, it's a 12-4 advantage. McPherson, a steal by McPherson, and then a foul called on Buhler. Tushchin will be called for reaching in after Doyle got the steal. Second foul on Torrey, team's third. 5:17 to go third quarter. McPherson 29, Buhler 28. Sandbo bottled up, gives it up to Cooper on a dangerous pass. Now on the drive, Alvord floater short, rebounded by Buhler. They don't have the numbers they want to push. It's a 2-on-4, but Voss pulls into a long 2, but misses short, rebound McPherson. Alvord on a triple team, up ahead, Sandbo on the run. McPherson has the numbers if they hurry. but they won't. They'll turn it back around as numbers came in. Alvord almost walked near side to Cooper. Swing pass left side to Sandbo. Now to Whitfield near side, 4:35 to go third quarter. Doyle, left side to Sandbo. Ball above her head, finds Cooper. Step up near side, handoff. Alvord gets a screen, kick in to Cooper. She's bottled up, somehow found Alvord. Cross court feed, Whitfield for three. Too strong, rebound on the deck and taken by Buhler. Then they trip to the floor, and now Buhler looking to push up the head far side. Voss knocked away, stolen again. This time a steal by Alvord. Alvord up ahead. Whitfield on the drive, held up, discards the defender, and shoots it home. 11 points for Riley Whitfield, 6 in this quarter. 4 minutes to go, third quarter. It's a 3-point McPherson lead, 31-28. Edmond, high pass, touched in, 3 for the tie. Too strong, rebound McPherson. Then Edmond comes in to force a tie-up, but the arrow gives it back to McPherson. McPherson will bring in Jersey Alexander, Kason Blake, and Amory Lowry in for the first time. Back in for Buhler is Harley Terrell. McPherson 31, Buhler 28, 3:40 to go in the third. Lowry far side, kicks to Whitfield. Back to Lowry, they find Doyle on the left wing. In the perimeter, high cross-court feed. Alexander got it knocked loose, but finds Whitfield. Back to Doyle, far side. Drives baseline, got past the defender. Misses the layup, though. Rebounded by Buhler. Up the floor come the Crusaders. High pass near side, Edmond. Fakes, drives all the way home. Shot blocked by Doyle. A fight for the ball on the deck, and it's taken back by Buhler. Edmond far corner, ball above her head, cross-court feed. Touch pass, top of the circle. Combs, back near side, knocked away, stolen again. Whitfield steps back on the near side. Now to Lowry left wing, into the corner for Alexander. McPherson will control the ball. Outside, 2:48 to go third quarter, up by 3. Doyle near corner. Swing pass, right wing, Alexander now to Lowry. Lowry crosses, steps in, tried to kick it into Blake, but it's knocked away, and Blake's called for a foul. There was a steal in the low post by Terrell, and then Blake called for reaching in, her first, team's third. As Buhler will bring Nia Sewell back in, McPherson brings Marin Sandbo back in. 2:35 to go third quarter, McPherson up 31-28. Carly Cooper also checks back in for the Bull Pups. Riley Whitfield, Piper Alvord, and Brooke Doyle on the bench for a much-needed breather with 2:30 to go in the third. Can the bench players keep this run going? Combs wide open three, good. Second three of the game, and that ties it back up at 31 apiece. 2:15 to go in the third. Far corner, bounce pass, Blake controls it, out to Lowry, a three for the lead, short. Rebounded by Buhler. Sewell across midcourt, holds the ball, now crosses, near side to Edmond. Pulls up, or actually fakes from the free throw line. Right wing Combs, three for the lead, got it. Back-to-back threes by Kinley Combs. Coach Kinman wants a timeout. 1:52 to go third quarter, 34-31. Buhler will take one with them. Back in 30 seconds on the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
The Kansas legal team at Pyle Law handles cases in McPherson County and throughout the state of Kansas. Now is the time to call for your free consultation. This is Liz Pyle, and my husband Tom has over 25 years of experience in all matters relating to workers' compensation, car wrecks, and personal injury law. Tom takes the time to evaluate your options, inform you of your rights, and walks you through the complicated process of seeking compensation for your personal injuries or loss. Contact me at 620-241-9000 and I'll schedule your appointment with Tom today.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Back and live at the McPherson Roundhouse. 2 straight threes by Buhler puts them back out in front over McPherson with 1:52 to go in the third quarter, 34-31. Buhler with the lead here in the Sub-State Semifinal. Quick message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Ethics, integrity, and respect are values important in our daily lives. All of these important values are learned by participation in interscholastic activity programs. During competition, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by interscholastic activities. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and KMCP. Again, today, National Sportsmanship Day. 34-31, Buhler, McPherson with the ball, a double team. Sambo finds Blake near side to Whitfields. Whitfield then bottled up and has to throw it, but it's taken away. Coast to coast, Kim's floater misses. Rebounded by McPherson. Blake with the board. Here comes Alexander with a crossover move. And she controls the point. Left side into the corner. Cooper drives baseline. Cross-court feed. Whitfield. Now Alexander open. Top of the key. Three. Kaboom! Jersey Alexander ties the game back up. 34-all. 1:10 to go in the third. Voss, far side for Buhler. Now Combs back to Voss on the right wing. High pass into Sewell. Turns the corner, got past Cooper. Tough layup, misses, but a foul called. And 2 free throws coming up. Kaysen Blake called for the foul. That'll be her second and the team's fourth. And Nia Sewell back at the stripe where she is 2 for 2 today. Buhler as a team is 6 for 6. First free throw, in and out. And this is a team that normally shoots 55% at the stripe. Piper Alvord and Riley Whitfield back in, or correction, Brooke Doyle back in. Second free throw, good. Sewell goes 1 for 2, 35-34 Buhler, 55.8 to go third quarter. Alexander, far side, Whitfield into the corner for Alvord, almost lost the handle, but got it back. Alexander, bounce pass into the corner for Cooper. Now Doyle drives and it lost it off her foot. And out of bounds, back to Buhler. Coach Kinnaman wanted a foul, didn't quite get one. On the drive, near side, Euro step floater, misses, foul. On McPherson, a blocking foul. It was one of those where it's either a block or a charge. Foul on Carly Cooper. So Voss at the line for 2. McPherson already down by 1. First free throw, I should say, rattles out. Maddie Stallman back in. That foul on Cooper, by the way, her first and the team's 5th. So Buhler in the bonus the rest of the quarter, but 32 seconds left in the quarter. One more free throw for Voss. It's good, and she is finally on the board. Voss averages about 6 points a contest. She goes 1 for 2 at the stripe. 36-34 Buhler. Shot clock turned off for the rest of the third quarter. McPherson with the ball. Alexander guarded well, and a bump foul called on Kaya Edmond, her first, team's 4th, so no free throws. 23.7 to go in the third quarter. 36-34. Buhler with the lead, McPherson with the ball. They'll throw it in on the near side, which they do to Alexander. Gets a screen top of the key, near side with the ball. 15 seconds. Alexander bottled up in the corner. Crowd wants a foul, won't get one. Finally gives it up to Cooper. Cooper drives, kick out Whitfield. 6 to shoot. Top of the key, Alexander with 4. Near side, Doyle with 3. Cross court, Whitfield, a long 2 at the buzzer. Too strong. And the third quarter rather has come to an end, but what a game we have on our hands. Buhler 36, McPherson 34, as we head to the fourth quarter of the 4A Sub-State Semifinal. The fourth quarter is coming up in 30 seconds. This is Bullpup Basketball as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on Ad Astra Radio.
Coverage of Bullpup Basketball continues next with the Bullpup Locker Room Show. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Here's a bright idea. Don't get a mullet. If you're not sure why, ask the nearest responsible adult. Let's all agree that some things are best left in the past, like getting internet through copper cable. Instead, get IdeaTek high-speed fiber internet. Modern, fast, and reliable. Progress happens when we leave worse stuff in the past. Stuff like cable internet and mullets. Progress, another bright idea from IdeaTek.
Get fast, modern IdeaTek internet at ideatech.com.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
3 quarters down, 1 to go. As McPherson trails now just by 2 over Buhler, 36-34. Coverage of Bullpup basketball presented by McPherson College. You bring the dream, we'll build a team. Success is a team effort. Begin building yours at McPherson College. Buhler with the ball to start off quarter number 4. Top of the key, Sewell rather. Now Edmond has it. Cross court feed near side to Voss for Buhler. Voss in the corner. Held up, tries to drive in. Ball almost knocked away, but taken back by Buhler. Sewell weaves through traffic. Tough runner is good. Sewell gets it to drop to put Buhler up by 4, but McPherson trailed by 7 at halftime. Able to turn it around to at one point take a 3-point lead, but now they trail by 4. 7:25 to go in the game, 38-34 Buhler. Alvord, top of the key, fires away for 3. Misses short and out of bounds. And back to Buhler it will go. 7:19 to go. As Marin Sandbo will check in for McPherson. For Jersey Alexander. Starting 5 on the floor for McPherson now. Sandbo, Whitfield, Alvord, Cooper, and Doyle. Buhler with the ball up the floor comes Edmond. Screen set, Edmond. Far side, bounce pass Voss, finds an opening. Voss tries to drive, and a foul called on McPherson. Foul on Carly Cooper. Her second, team's first of the fourth quarter. Buhler to throw it in, bounce pass inside, knocked away, but controlled once more by Buhler. Sewell, fake, steps left, fires from the elbow, and hits. Back-to-back buckets by Nia Sewell, 40-34 Buhler. 7 minutes to go, less than 7 minutes to go. Whitfield, far side, drives all the way, gets hit, layup, won't count, foul on the floor. Foul call, but again on the floor as Kaya Edmond called for the foul. Correction, they called it on Harley Terrell, that is her third, and the team's first of the quarter. Whitfield fires a 3 off the inbound, misses everything, rebounded by Buhler. Sewell weaves through, drives, layup, misses, offensive rebound by Terrell. On the baseline, lost it. They say out of bounds, last touch by McPherson. 40-34 Buhler, 6:34 to go. Jersey Alexander will check back in for McPherson for Riley Whitfield. And Whitfield's kind of limping a little bit going to the bench. Voss to throw it in. Deep inbound, finds Sewell, back to Voss in the corner. She'll put up a 3. Way off, rebounded by McPherson. Marin Sambo with the board. Up ahead, they look to push. Alexander controls on the near side. Into the corner for Cooper. Thought about a 3, gives it up, Alexander. Sandbo into the corner for Alvord, far side. Back top of the key, Cooper. Doyle. Near side holds it, finds Alexander. She's open for a 3. She hits the 3. That's a big shot for McPherson as Jersey Alexander hits her second 3 of the game. It's back to a 3-point contest. 6 minutes to go. 40-37 Buhler. Sewell top of the key, near side Edmonds. Ball above her head. Bounce pass finds Voss. Far wing. Stallman finds Voss again. Shot clock down to 10. Handoff to Sewell. Sewell gets a screen. Near side Stallman with 5. Edmond with 4 gets a screen. Puts up a deep 3. It's short. Rebound McPherson. Up ahead. Alvord wasn't ready for it. Taken by Buhler. Edmond weaves through. Layup misses. And a foul called on McPherson. Foul on Brooke Doyle for a block. Her first team second, and Kaya Edmond at the line for 2. McPherson down by 3, and that was a costly turnover. First free throw misses. Buhler will bring in Jenna Lackey and Addie Keller. Also, Tori Tushjan is at the scorer's table, signaling that she'll check in for the shooter should she make this free throw. Trying to make it a 4-point game, 5:24 to go. Second free throw. Missed that one as well. Rebounded by McPherson. It's still a 3-point game. Sandbo, far side to Cooper. Near side Alexander. Near corner to Sandbo. 5:10 to go in the game. McPherson just down by 3. Doyle, far side Alexander. Fakes on a 3. Steps up, guarded well. Cooper, near side. Alexander on the far side, fakes again, drives, ball knocked away, and stolen by Voss. 1-on-2 break. Voss weaves, tough layup, misses, rebound McPherson. Cooper got the board, here come the Bullpups. Alvord found an opening near side, Cooper into the corner for Alexander, gets a screen. Alexander gets bumped, no whistle, looks for help. Almost found it, but it's knocked away. Stolen. Keller one-on-one with Sambo. Blocked from behind by Sambo and out of bounds. Terrific play by Sambo to save the play as Riley Whitfield checks back in for McPherson. But Buhler will call timeout. 4:30 to go. McPherson down 40-37. Here in the fourth quarter in the sub-state semifinal. We will keep it here for right now. Coverage of Bullpup basketball presented by Next Tech Wireless. Stream live audio and video with the Ad Astra Radio app powered by Next Tech Wireless. The latest phones and devices at the best prices. A quick public service announcement from the Kansas State High School Activities Association. A coach once wrote, "When we lose without excuses and when we acknowledge the better team, we place winning and losing in their proper perspective. That's when we find out if we can be good sports." Sportsmanship is a goal to strive for at all times in athletics, activities, and our daily lives. Remember to act in a proper manner the next time you attend a high school activity event. A public service message from the Kansas State High School Activities Association and KMCP. We'd also like to thank some of our sponsors, including the Bradbury Company, the Hub MTC, Gearing Hardware, Hutchinson Community College, Alliance Agency, APAC Shears, Raleigh Insurance, McPherson Dental Care, Pyle Law, Tallgrass Turf Solutions, Lindsborg Community Hospital, McPherson Center for Health, McPherson Laundry, Freddy's Frozen Custard and Steak Burgers, Pools Plus, Mid-Kansas Credit Union, Bullseye Irrigation, the Pooh Squad, and Terra Financial Crop Insurance. I'd like to thank them and all of our sponsors for bringing you coverage of Bullpup Athletics. 4:30 to go. Buhler 40, McPherson 37. Buhler with the ball in the forecourt. They'll play it in. Tough floater. Stallman won't go. Rebound tipped in the air. They get it right back with Stallman under the basket. Shot blocked, but they're going to call a foul. Foul on Marin Sandbo. Her first team's third of the fourth quarter, and 2 free throws coming up for Maddie Stallman. 40-37 Buhler. Stallman at the line for Buhler. First free throw good. Winner plays the winner of Wellington versus Abilene. That would be on Friday. Second free throw. Good. Stallman goes 2 for 2. Buhler 42, McPherson 37, 4:20 remaining. You wanted madness in March, you got it. Whitfield bounce pass to Marin Sandbo, top of the key. Sandbo drives near side, backs up, needs help. Ball above her head, gives it up to Doyle. Hand off on a curl, Alvord, top of the key, defender falls down, Whitfield. Far side gets past the defender, now doubled up. Shot clock down to 10, Cooper, Sandbo. Kicks near side, Alvord in the corner. Fake, steps up, long 2, short. Rebound by Buhler. Up the floor, far side, Combs. Hands it back off outside to Tushjan. Back far side to Combs. She's hit 2 threes already. Correction, 3 of them. And Buhler with it, slowing it down up by 5, 3:30 to go. Combs slows it down between the rings. Gets a screen, high pass, slow post. A double comes far side, another 3. Combs buries it. What a shot by Kinley Combs on the run. Fading away to put Buhler up by 8. Timeout McPherson with 3:21 remaining. We're back at 30 seconds from the Roundhouse. You're listening to coverage of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Ryan and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision. For quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget, call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
3:21 remaining. McPherson trailing 45-37 with 3:21 to go. A big-time three hit by Kinley Combs, her 4th of the game, to give her 14 points, a new career high. And McPherson now down by 8. We'll either see A, an early round exit for McPherson, or B, a terrific comeback at the Roundhouse. Can we see some Roundhouse magic once again? McPherson with the ball into the forecourt. Sandbo near side. Holds the ball top of the key. Doyle handoff to Alvord. Left wing, Whitfield tracks it down in the corner. Back to Cooper. Near side, Sandbo. 15 to shoot. Cooper on the far side. Now Sandbo with 10. Sandbo gets fouled on the drive. Foul on Buhler. Team foul number 2. And the 3rd foul on Maddie Stallman for Buhler. 2:54 to go. That is a fresh shot clock now for McPherson. Still 45-37 Buhler. Sandbo to throw it in. Deflected. And they say it touched Sandbo when she was out of bounds, so it is to Buhler. And Ella Voss will check back in for Buhler. 2:54 remaining. Buhler with the ball up by 8. We saw a big run by McPherson in a span of 44 seconds where they went on a 7-0 spurt. Coach Kinnaman would love nothing more than to see that again. Voss handoff, Stallman, top of the key, back to Voss on the left wing. Screen set, left side to Tushchin. On the run. Steps back, holds the ball, shot clock at 12 for Buhler. Stallman, handoff, Tushchin outside open, 3, misses. Offensive rebound, Stallman, shot blocked but a foul called. Maddie Stallman will shoot 2. Foul on Brooke Doyle, her 2nd. Fourth team foul. Next one puts Buhler in the bonus. And a chance at the line to put him up by double figures. First one rattles in. Genelaki checks in for Buhler. Nia Sewell is at the scores table. Second free throw for Stallman on the way. Good. It's a 10-point Buhler lead. 47-37, 2:22 to go. Where's Steve Sell saying dagger when you need him? McPherson pushes into the forecourts with the ball. Down by 10. Sandbo far side. Top of the key, drives all the way downhill. She lays it in. 9 points for Maren Sandbo. 47-39 Buhler, 2:05 to go. Voss, near side. Voss had a bit of a mask that's kind of to help not give as much force to the face on the near side, and a travel called on Buhler. What I'm trying to say with that is Voss does not have that mask anymore. But a turnover back to McPherson, 47-39, and a chance to make it 2 possessions with 1:56 to go. Riley Whitfield, Maren Sandbo, Piper Albert, Brooke Doyle, Carly Cooper, the 5 on the floor. Bounce pass intercepted and a foul called on McPherson. And that will put Buhler at the free throw line as they are in the bonus. Foul on Riley Whitfield, her third. And the team's fifth. And 2 free throws for Tori Tushton, who is 2 for 2 today. First free throw, good. Buhler's hit their free throws when it's counted. I mean, they're 55% on the year. And they are 11 for 15 today. This is free throw attempt number 16. On its way, good. 67% at the line today. A team that shoots 55% on the year. 49-39 Buhler, 1:40 to go. 100 seconds left in the sub-state semifinal. Sandbo, top of the key, finds Doyle on the run. Bounce pass, Cooper, layup, misses, but a foul call. Carly will shoot 2. Foul on Tushton, her third, team's third. Cooper at the line for 2. The sophomore shooting 55%. First free throw misses. Ella Voss checks in for Buhler. Also Jersey Alexander in for, or now she'll go to the scores table, likely for Cooper to bring in another shooter. Second free throw, missed that one as well. Brooke Doyle, the offensive rebound. The stick back is good. And now a steal and a shot up now. Taken by McPherson again. Cooper outside Sambo. Now to Whitfield. Crowd was incensed because Alvord looked like she had an open shot, didn't get one. But now McPherson's got to go quick, down by 8. 1:10 to go. Bounce pass, Doyle fakes, leans in, shoots, misses, got it back. Layup good and one. Not over yet. Foul on Ella Voss, her first, team's fourth. Chance to make it a 5-point game with 1:06 remaining. Free throw is good. Timeout Buhler. 1:06 to go. Not over yet. And boy, does the shot clock being in the postseason have a factor in this one. 49-44 Buhler. Back in 30 seconds from the roundhouse. This is Bullpup basketball from the Midway Motors broadcast booth on KMCP.
Hey, Swedes and Vikings of all ages. Lindsborg Community Hospital is here when you need us. From the family health care clinic, urgent care, sports rehab, to a long list of many services you can discover at lindsborghospital.org.
Pools Plus proudly services pools and spas all over the state of Kansas. Family owned and operated right here in downtown Hutchinson, Pools Plus is the one-stop shop for all of your swimming pool, spa, and grilling needs. And now offering outdoor furniture. Pools Plus, 21 East 1st in downtown Hutchinson.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Everyone hold on to your seats. 49-44 Buhler, but a quick 5-0 turnaround by McPherson. And it's now just a 5-point game with 1:06 remaining. Can the Bullpups pull off an incredible comeback here today in the sub-state semifinal in 4A? Winner plays the winner of Wellington and Abilene in the sub-state final. Buhler with the ball, seeing full court pressure by the Bullpup defense. They'll throw it in, near side, Tushton gets past the pressure, tries to drive now, double team is knocked away, and Edmond comes down with it. Far side, Tushton gets bumped and a foul called. And 2 free throws coming up for Tori Tushton. Foul on Piper Alvord, her fourth. But Tushton will shoot 2, and these are crucial free throws for the 5'5 junior. 59.5 seconds to go. First one in and out. Carly Cooper in for McPherson for Piper Alvord to make sure she doesn't get a 5th foul. Buhler will bring 3 into the game. Second free throw. Tushton fires, hits. 50-44, 59.5 to go. McPherson down by 6 with the ball. Whitfield needs help. Trying to get a play to run. Handoff to Alexander. Left wing, far side Sandbo. Back to Alexander. Near side Whitfield. Fakes. Now drives. Tough floater is good off the glass. Timeout McPherson. Didn't quite need a three. Think that was a good job by Riley Whitfield just to get something up and get a shot in. 40.4 to go now. And Coach Kinnaman calls the timeout. We'll keep it here. It's a 30-second timeout. Both teams with one timeout remaining in this game, or at least in this fourth quarter. 40.4 to go. McPherson down 50 to 46. Coverage of Bullpup basketball is presented in part by the Good Merchants, So Swedish, Wave Tech Roofing, Central Christian College, Handy Hyrax, Mobile Mechanic, and Mac Engine Repair. I'd like to thank them and all of our sponsors for bringing you coverage of Bullpup athletics. 40.4 remaining. Both teams are in the bonus the rest of the way. So a common foul would give the other team 2 free throws. McPherson down by 10 with about 2 minutes to go. Now just down 4. 40.4 to go. Buhler to play it in. They do. Edmonds guarded well in the backcourt. Almost knocked away, but a foul called. And Kaya Edmond will shoot 2. Now, here's the thing. So Maren Sambo gets her third, not like it matters. Edmond is 0 for 2 at the line today. And the junior with 2 crucial free throws right here with 37.1 remaining. Two free throws for Edmonds. 53% at the line, but 0 for 2 today. First one's good. Carly Cooper back in for Piper Alvord. Again, Piper Alvord with 4 fouls, which is why she has been kind of in and out on the bench. One more for Edmond, trying to make it back to a 6-point game. 37.1 seconds to go. On its way. Missed it. Rebounded by McPherson. 5-point game. Sandbo across midcourt. Weaves through. Doyle falls down. No whistle. Doyle has it, top of the key. Doyle drives all the way. Layup missed, but a foul called. Brooke Doyle will shoot 2. Brooke was furious that there wasn't a foul called earlier. But Brooke will shoot 2 and a chance to make it a 3-point game with 20.8 to go. Brooke is 3 for 5 at the line. First free throw, good. The senior trying to make sure this isn't her final game. Piper Alvord back in. Buhler bringing in some substitutions as well, bringing in good, better free throw shooters. 20.8 to go. Second free throw, got it. 3-point game. 20.8 to go. Buhler plays it in quickly. Far side Voss gets fouled. 18.8 to go. Voss is 1 for 2 at the line. And these are the biggest free throws of the day. $18.8 to go. Buhler 51, McPherson 48. First free throw. Misses. And now the pressure really starts to weigh in. 18.8 seconds to go. This to make it a 4-point game. On the way. She got it. Rattled it in. Back to 4. 18.8 to go. Timeout. Called by McPherson. Their final timeout. And we'll take one with them. Buhler 52, McPherson 48. 18.8 seconds to go. We're back in 30 seconds. Correction, that timeout was called by Buhler. But back in 30 seconds, this is Bullpup basketball on the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
Midway Motors offers the most convenient way to service your vehicle with our pickup and drop-off service. multi-point inspection video texted to you so you can see what the technicians are seeing, handy text approvals of proposed work, and even the option to pay through text. And if you decide it's time to sell your vehicle, we can appraise your vehicle and let you know what it's worth. Schedule your hassle-free service appointment today at MidwayMotors.com. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
18.8 seconds to go. Buhler 52, McPherson 48. McPherson with the ball following the timeout. McPherson with one timeout remaining, which means if they hit a shot, they likely will call timeout quickly to stop the clock. Remember, if you don't know, in high school, the clock does not stop after a made shot at any point in the game. McPherson to play it in, they look to push. Whitfield crosses across midcourt. Far side, Sambo into the corner. Alexander drives baseline all the way. Reverse layup is good with 9 seconds to go. Timeout called by McPherson, their final timeout. But a quick two by Alexander, and you did not need a three, so that's key, especially with the recent free throw woes by Buhler. But no timeouts remaining, and we are back in 30 seconds. 52-50 Buhler, 9 seconds left. This is Bullpup basketball on the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
Hi, I am Josh French, owner of Tallgrass Turf Solutions here in McPherson. We're here for all of your turf management and lawn care needs. We offer many services including fertilization, weed control, disease control, and prevention, aeration, lawn repair and maintenance, and much more. Plus, we can install new lawns and irrigation systems. Find us online at tallgrassturfsolutions.com. Tallgrass Turf Solutions here in McPherson. We build gorgeous, self-sustaining lawns.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
9 seconds to go. It's a 2-point game. McPherson down 52-50. Buhler with the ball. No timeouts left for either team. Buhler trying to draw a foul to try to go to the line. Both teams in the bonus. Sewell to throw it in for Buhler, and they quickly throw it in, and then McPherson's going to have to try to foul. They got to go quick. They finally foul with 5.3 to go, and 2 free throws for Kinley Combs. And these to try to ice the game. This will be the first free throws for Combs, who is 13 for 16 on the year, but a career-high 14 points. First free throw, good. It's a 3-point game, 5.3 to go, no timeouts remaining. Combs could ice it with this free throw. If not, McPherson a chance to tie. On the way. She missed it. Rebound McPherson. 4 seconds to go. Sambo with 3, with 2. Crosses. Puts up a 3 for the tie. No good. No good. A good look to tie it. And that's the game. McPherson's season will come to an end in the sub-state semifinal. Final score, Buhler 53, McPherson 50. What a game to start off the postseason, but it's an early exit for the Bullpups. And Buhler advances to the sub-state final. We are back for the Bullpup Locker Room Show right after this. This is Bullpup basketball as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
Coverage of Bullpup basketball continues next with the Bullpup Locker Room Show. Stay tuned as we name tonight's play and player of the game. The McPherson Bullpups play on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Do you have the right financial advisor to help you reach your goals? Ameriprise Advisors can provide personalized, goal-based advice to help you feel more confident about your financial future. Call Prairie Hills Financial Group of Ameriprise Financial Services at 620-504-5062. Office is located at 223 South Main Street, McPherson, Kansas. Ameriprise Financial cannot guarantee future financial results. Ameriprise Financial Services, LLC, member FINRA and SIPC.
At McPherson Center for Health, your well-being is our priority. With ER wait times averaging just 11 minutes from door to provider, you'll get the care you need fast. McPherson Center for Health, caring for you close to home.
Are you tired of your dusty or muddy driveway? APAC Kansas Shears Division is here to help. This is Derek Fees. Call us and ask us about our asphalt millings. If you are a do-it-yourselfer, arrange for pickup or delivery at your convenience. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
At Pleasant View Home of Inman, nursing isn't just a job. It's a team effort. Our leadership team is made up entirely of licensed nurses with an in-house staffing coordinator and medical records team. You'll be with the same residents in the same neighborhood, building real relationships every shift. Plus, with self-scheduling, you can plan your work around your life. Pleasant View Home is hiring nurses now with a focus on second and third shift, offering competitive pay and a sign-on bonus. Visit pleasantviewhome.com/jobs to apply today.
Hi, this is Lucas Raleigh with Raleigh Insurance. With a family myself, I know how important managing expenses are. If you are thinking about shopping your family's insurance, let us do the shopping for you with our newly expanded markets and carriers. As an independent agency, we've been saving families across Kansas for the past 50 years. Check out RaleighInsurance.biz, see me in Little River, or stop by Raleigh Insurance in Inman or Lyons today.
Since 1965, your choice for home, auto, farm, and commercial insurance. Raleigh Insurance.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome to the Bullpup Locker Room Show as the McPherson girls season comes to an end today as they fall 53-50 in the hands of their bitter rival, the Buhler Crusaders, here today. A comeback effort that fell just short by McPherson. They trail by 11 with 2:20 to go, brought it to as close as 2 points, and after a missed free throw, they had a chance to tie the game with a three. Marin Sandbo put it up at the buzzer, and boy, did it look good as soon as it left off of her right hand, but it just clanked on the back left side off the rim, and McPherson's season comes to an end here today in the sub-state semifinal, 53-50. McPherson as a team shot 18 for 45 on the day, 3 of 15 from 3, 11 of 17 at the free throw line. They had 8 assists on 18 made baskets, 17 turnovers, 4 blocks, 15 steals. The leading scorers for McPherson were Brooke Doyle and Riley Whitfield. They each finished with 13 points today. Brooke with a team-high 9 boards in what is now her final game as a Bullpup in basketball. She shot 4 for 9 on the floor, 5 of 7 at the stripe, but all of those points came in the second half. She was 0 for 2 at the free throw line in the first half and did not score a single point in the first 2 quarters, but she turned it around and had some big-time buckets in the second half. Also, Riley Whitfield shot 6 of 13, but 0 for 5 from 3, 1 of 1 at the free throw line with with 2 steals plus a block as well. 2 blocks, by the way, by Brooke Doyle. 9 points for Marin Sandbo, shooting 4 for 8 on the floor, 1 for 3 from deep. She had the chance to tie the game at the buzzer, but it just fell off of the mark, and boy, did it look good from our vantage point here courtside at the Roundhouse, but it just missed. She also had 4 rebounds on the game. 9 points for the sophomore, Jersey Alexander. 3 for 4 she shot, 2 for 2 from behind the line. And 6 points for Piper Alvord here today, shooting just 1 of 8, 0 for 4 from distance, but 4 for 5 at the free throw line. But a team-high 5 steals for McPherson. Buhler, on the other hand, shot 15 of 40 on the game, 5 of 14 from behind the three-point line, and were 18 for 26 at the charity stripe. That was 69% at the free throw line. A team that shot about 55% entering today got hot at the charity stripe when the moment counted. Now, they had some key misses down the stretch, but still a terrific game for Buhler at the charity stripe here today. They had 4 assists, only 4 assists on 15 made baskets, 19 turnovers, 2 blocks, 10 steals. They were led by Kinley Combs, who had a career-high 15 points tonight. shooting 5 of 10 on the floor, 4 for 6 from deep, and 1 of 2 at the free throw line. 10 points and a team-high 7 rebounds for Madeline Stallman. 2 of 4 she shot, and a perfect 6 for 6 at the charity stripe. 11 points for Tori Tushchin, shooting 3 of 10 on the floor, 0 for 3 from deep, and 5 for 6 at the free throw line. 9 points for Nia Sewell, shooting 3 for 5 on the floor. Then 4 points for Kaya Edmond and 2 for Addie Keller. McPherson was out-rebounded today, 32-25, including 10-7 on the offensive glass, and that one was their kryptonite here today. 20 points off turnovers for McPherson, 28 points in the paint, 8 second-chance points, 9 points off the bench for Buhler, 14 points off turnovers, 14 points in the paint, 10 second-chance points, and 21 points coming off of the bench. Again, the final score following 5 ties and 6 lead changes in what was a stellar second half after McPherson trailed by 7 at halftime and then by 10 with 2 minutes to go. The comeback effort falls just short. Again, the final score in the sub-state semifinal, Buhler 53, McPherson 50. McPherson's season comes to an end under second-year head coach Clint Kinnaman at 13-11 overall, and Buhler gets some revenge after defeating or falling to McPherson the first 2 times by 3. This time they win by 3. They're 12-12 on the year as they advance to the sub-state final. And we'll check to see. I presume it's Wellington that they'll go up against to make it Crusaders versus Crusaders, but you know what they say about assuming. It's something I can't repeat on the air. But Wellington faced off against Abilene today, and we'll see the final on that when we return. Those are the stats for today. We will give you the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, the People's Make It Trust player of the game, and hear the thoughts from head coach Clint Kinnaman coming up later on. Again, final score, McPherson falls by a final score 53-50. Back after this is the Bullpup Locker Room Show here on the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship presented by Thrive Allen County on KMCP.
More of the Bullpup Locker Room Show is next. Listen all season for McPherson Bullpups basketball on Ad Astra Radio. 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. The McPherson Bullpups play here.
Looking for your next ride? This is Jason. Come see me at McPherson Car Connection, where you'll find quality used vehicles you can trust. McPherson Car Connection. Stop by today for a quick, no-hassle, enjoyable car buying experience.
McPherson's newest lunch and dinner spot is here. The Boiler House at 1725 East Euclid on the edge of the McPherson College campus serves fresh salads, sandwiches, and wraps, plus drinks for everyone. Open weekdays from 11 to 2, 4:30 to 8.
Your world is changing, and so is ours. Hi, I'm Dr. Brian Kennison with McPherson Dental Care. We are proud to announce that we are now offering the latest in technology in dentistry with Yomi Robotics to assist in placing implants. With this technology, it enables us to have better precision, smaller incisions, and helps us make implants less invasive. We are the only dental offices in the Midwest to offer Yomi Robotics. That's McPherson Dental Care, serving the communities in Inman, Buhler, Hillsborough, Lyons, and McPherson.
Whether you want a small home remodel or need repairs done or have a brand new build project in mind, Erickson Custom Building is your choice. All of us at Erickson Custom Building would like to thank our customers for 20 years of business and friendship. Brian and the crew at Erickson have spent those years developing excellent customer service and quality leadership for all types of projects, big or small, traditional or trendy. When your project is finished, it will reflect your vision for quality and follow-through that exceeds your expectations, not your budget. Call Erickson Custom Building or find us on the web at ericksoncustombldg.com.
The experienced team at Pyle Law is located at 705 West Kansas Avenue in McPherson and is ready to assist you with every aspect of your personal injury case. Tom and his staff have over 25 years of experience and work diligently to fight for the compensation you deserve. If you've been hurt at work or in a car or motorcycle wreck, call 620-241-9000 for a free consultation today. Evening and weekend appointments are available. Visit pylelaw.legal to find more information and rest assured you're moving in the right direction.
98.9 and 1540 KMCP.
Welcome back to the Bullpup Locker Room Show. We're still awaiting on head coach Clint Kinnaman to exit the locker room. It's likely that giving an extra pep talk to the team and what tonight was their final game as McPherson falls by a final score of 53-50. Buhler will move on to face off against Wellington in a battle of the Crusaders. Wellington defeated Abilene today 53-38. In fact, let's go ahead and go over the 4A West Substate scoreboard that we have, which special thanks to Charles Cheney out of the Butler County Times-Gazette for posting this on social media here today. And actually, this tweet just came out 4 minutes ago, and it includes a shocking upset, which I'll get to later on. But Wellington over Abilene, 53-38. Buhler over McPherson, 53-50. So Buhler will be at Wellington on Friday. Mulvane defeated Pratt, 49-45. That was a 5 versus 12. Number 4 Chapman defeats number 13 Rose Hill, 54-31. Number 7 Concordia beats number 10 Circle, 51-34. Here's the shocking upset. Number 15 Augusta over number 2 Clearwater, 27-23. A shocking first-round upset. Hey, it's March. And when you get March, you get a lot of crazy stuff that happens. So that was a first-round upset. Augusta defeats Clearwater. So Augusta will face Concordia in the semifinal, or correction, the sub-state final on Friday. And then Andale defeated Clay Center 45-38. That's 3 versus 14. Hugoton will play El Dorado tomorrow. That will be a doubleheader as the Hugoton boys also play El Dorado. So it will be a doubleheader between Hugoton and El Dorado on Wednesday. So the West Sub-State Championships as it's shown as of right now, Buhler versus Wellington, Mulvane versus Chapman, Augusta versus Concordia, and Andale versus the winner of Hugoton and El Dorado. Andale will be at home regardless of who they play against, either Hugoton or El Dorado. Then Concordia, who probably entered thinking that they were going to have to drive all the way to Clearwater, but a 15 versus 2 upset, and it'll be a home game for Concordia as they will face Augusta. And then Chapman at home against Mulvane, and then, as we mentioned, Wellington will be at home against Buhler. And again, a battle of the Crusaders for the sub-state title and a chance to go to the state tournament, which, once again, a reminder that the state tournament will be a little bit different this year, as the quarterfinal will be a neutral site. The sites are already predetermined. There's 7 of them, but they will be between the two teams in closer proximity to the home team. But for the road team, they cannot travel more than 250 miles. So for the quarterfinal round, it'll be a neutral site. And then for 4A, they would be at home against Hutchinson, or they wouldn't be at home, my bad. For 4A, they would be at Hutchinson, at the Hutchinson Sports Arena. Again, we're still waiting on head coach Clint Kinnaman. Just some of the players have exited the locker room and are getting some hugs from their family and their friends following the conclusion of the season as Buhler defeats McPherson by a final score of 53-50. So we're still waiting to hear from the head coach of the Bullpups, who will join us likely in a few moments. But we know a thing or two about Kinnaman's giving some speeches, especially afterwards. I know a lot of players coming out with tears, so I'm sure a lot of those speeches, or rather a lot of that speech was really heartfelt, and as all the players come out to get a little bit of a, just talking with their friends and families. Again, this season comes to an end for McPherson as they fall by a final score of 53-50. McPherson season ends 13-11 on the year. Buhler's now 12-12, and they have a date with Wellington on the road on Friday at 6 o'clock. And while we have this little bit more time as we wait for head coach Clint Kinnaman, I'd like to see if I could go around and figure out where Clint possibly is. I assume he's still in the locker room, or at least will come out of the locker room in just a couple of moments. But, we'd love to hear from him for one final time before we call it a season. So, again, McPherson falls 53-50. Let's go ahead and give you the Hub Brick Oven play of the game. And that was early on with the diving attempt by Carly Cooper to knock the ball away, get a steal, and then deliver an underhand pass to her teammate, which I believe was Piper Alvord, who got the layup and the and one. That was early on to actually give McPherson their first points of the game. We're going to make that the Hub Brick Oven play of the game, featuring the world-famous Brick Oven Pizza. Get your grub at the Hub, located at 100 South Christian in Mound Ridge. And before we give you our player of the game, brought to you by People's Bank and Trust. First of all, those scoreboard updates we delivered earlier with Substate, that is brought to you by McPherson Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. We'd also like to thank our friends at Paya Law. Have you been injured at work or in a car wreck? Paya Law takes the time to explain your options and give you the benefits that you deserve. Again, final score, Buhler defeats McPherson 53-50 here today. We're still kind of just slowly waiting on head coach Clint Kinnaman. And soon I'm going to have to see if I can find somebody to ask around to see if they can find Clint. I know Clint's family is here. His brother, older brother Kurt, who will coach tomorrow. Also, their parents are here. The Bullpup boys again tomorrow. They will take on Ulysses for the sub-state semifinal, as McPherson will look for their hopes for a three-peat. As the Bullpup boys coming off back-to-back state titles. However, the boys are the number 6 seed this year and will go up against Ulysses tomorrow. Then they'll play the winner of either Concordia or Abilene. So that is in the boys bracket coming up, starting off tomorrow for sub-state. But McPherson on the girls' side, they fall today by a final score 53-50 to end their season here today. Again, we're still waiting on the head coach for the Bullpups, Clint Kinnaman, and we'll see if we can hear from him. If not, I'll probably try to track him down, and then you can try to find the post-game article that I will write up either tonight or tomorrow, presumably tomorrow, and then I'll include a post-game presser with him. But we're still waiting on Clint to, I say come out of the locker room. The locker room's out of my vision, so I don't know if he's even in the locker room, but just come out of the tunnel from where I see it here courtside at the McPherson Roundhouse. So we will still await on seeing if Clint will come to talk to us here today. So again, McPherson falls by a final score 53-50. The season comes to an end for the McPherson girls here today as they conclude with a final record of 13-11. But it's still a terrific season for McPherson. They finished 9-1 in league play, and they won the league title outright once again, and kind of building off of the terrific tradition of McPherson High School girls basketball, 33rd league title in the 48 years that they have been in a league. And just what a tradition. That's even carried on with Clint Kinnaman, the second-year head coach here now, who has a combined record of now 500 in the 2 years here, 23-23. Last year's team was a very young team, and they finished 10-12 with a terrific turnaround. But here today, they kind of got a bit of a tough draw going up against a Buhler team that was close with them a couple of times, and it was a close one here today as well. But the fight of the Bullpups was absolutely phenomenal, without a shadow of a doubt. Again, down by 10 with about 2 minutes to go. And they tried to mount the comeback, but they fell just short by 3 points. As again, Marin Sambo's three to try to tie the game could not fall. So McPherson falls again here today, but a terrific turnaround after a struggling start to the year, as they started off 2-5 with their 2 wins against Hayesville campus to start off the year, and then against Buhler on the road in the first league matchup of the season. They only won on the road 31-28. But they started off 2-5 as they got a really, really tough draw with the teams that they had to go up against, especially against Salina South, a pretty terrific team. Liberal in the Salina South tournament, who ended up being a really good 6A team, and McPherson just fell just short of them, falling 53-48. They lost to Derby, who's one of the better 6A teams this year, 85-31. Then Andover, 66-21, and then also fell to Olathe North in the 8-10 varsity showcase. But a lot of that was because of them not really having the opportunity to play in this gymnasium, as you know, the first semester the Roundhouse was not available because it was still being repaired because of the flood damage that it sustained over the summer. And if you know a thing or two about McPherson, it's really hard to keep them out of the Roundhouse, and they tried to bring it back as quick as they could. It was delayed a bit longer than they would have liked, but finally at the turn of the semester and going into the calendar year of 2026, they were able to finally get the floor repaired. It's a beautiful floor, by the way. It's freshly painted, freshly waxed as well, and it's just absolutely beautiful. So they were able to get that finally fixed and usable once more. And what Coach Kinnaman kind of talked about, sometimes not having your home gym kind of does not help when it comes to finding a routine, especially both the girls and the boys had to practice in the same gymnasium, but they had to be at separate times. And then there were times where McPherson, basically one team got to practice at 3 o'clock and then the other at 5, or sometimes one team would actually practice at about 5 or 6 in the morning in a separate place. I mean, some had to practice at the McPherson Community Building because the gym was not ready yet. And normally how it goes is one team practices in the main gym, the other in the aux gym, both at the same time. So the routine was kind of messed up in more ways than one. But they were able to finally get it back, and boy, did that definitely turn the tide for McPherson in a positive way, as their one league loss was on the road. It was against a tough Mulvane team by just a single point. And since that point, in which they started 2-5, and then going into 2026, they finish, trying to do the math in my head, 11-6 during that time span. So McPherson, with a good season here this year under second-year head coach Clint Kinnaman, but the Bull Pups fell by a final score of 53-50 here today. Again, we still haven't heard from head coach Clint Kinnaman. That's kind of why I'm stalling right now. In fact, quick shout out to my camera guy, Jeremy Snap, trying to track him down, see if he'll be good to go in a couple of moments. Yep, here he comes, actually. So we were able to just stall long enough to hear from the head man himself. I don't know if I'm good at stalling. That was probably one of my better moments, though, doing so. But, again, we figured we would hear from the head man before we sign off for the season here today. So, McPherson, again, this is a tough loss here today as they fall 53-50. Coach joining us on the headset now. One thing that has been impressive to me all season long with this team was the fight. And, season on the line, they did not give up without a shadow of a doubt. And I know last-second shot was just off, maybe by just mere inches. I mean, that was a terrific look by Marin, but still, though, even though it's an early exit, what a fight. Down 10 with 2 minutes left.
Yeah, hey, I apologize for taking so long.
You're good, man. I'm the king of stalling.
This is –
I'm kidding. Sorry.
That last game when you finish with the kids that you have a really good connection with is really hard. And tough in the locker room. But, it's a case where our kids care for each other, and the love that they have for each other is fantastic. And, I, as a coach, these kids have done everything we've asked them to do. I thank them and their parents for entrusting us. And, the improvement from the beginning of the year to the end, phenomenal. But you're exactly right, Lane. We could have shut down. We were down, I think, 10. What did you say, 10 with 2 left?
Yep, I think the box score showed up actually down 11 with 2:20 left.
Yeah. We have kids that they learned to compete this year. We had kids that had a lot of fight in them, and it showed. That's a sign of the character that they have, too. But this has been a great bunch to work with. I told all of them. The freshmen weren't here, obviously, but the sophomores on. It was a big learning curve for me coming back and coaching girls again after a big hiatus. And they think that I did a better job with the learning curve this year. But I'm really proud of our kids. I'm proud of their effort. I'm proud of their work ethic and their desire to get better on a daily basis.
Absolutely. And, I mean, you mentioned, there were freshmen that weren't here this year, but there were still some freshmen that made an impact, and sophomores on. Still a lot of underclassmen that got a lot of varsity experience this year. And then also, even though they'll be freshmen this year, you're going to bring in an 8th grade class that went unbeaten and is an extremely talented team.
Right. There's definitely some pieces coming. We were talking about after the game, Marin is a 2-guard, and she did a great job of becoming a point guard, more of a combo. She took her lumps early in the year, turned it over a lot more, but as the year progressed, she got better and better with her decision making. And I thought being thrown into that role where this is not really your natural position, I thought she did a very good job of that. Jersey the same way. She really improved. Turned into a really good shooter, good defender. She's always a good defender, played really hard. Audra was a little bit under the weather tonight, so we weren't sure that we could get minutes out of her. Amory, came in and did some good things, and she got better throughout the season. And Carly, holy cow, talk about somebody that improved a tremendous amount this year. She really did. Our freshman, Ava Mendoza, she'll have a chance. She gets stronger, gets bigger, more athletic. Everly's got a lot of potential, and we're excited about her coming back. And then Kaysen, Kaysen has oodles of talent too. We just got to get those freshmen more aggressive, and they will. And then we get on to our juniors. Holy cow, Piper and Riley, man, they had great seasons. Riley ended up shooting on the year close to 47% from 3. She had an off night tonight, and she feels terrible, but dadgummit, it's a game. It's going to happen. But, those two, I look for them to have a really big year next year, and then our 3 seniors. Ellie Paulson, we talked about the other day, just the most positive, fantastic kid. You've got Brooke, who works her tail off, and she's a great multi-sport athlete. And Ellie is too. Ellie will go on and do well in track coming up. And then Marin, another one who, she's a multi-sport kid, and hopefully she has a good track season. But those 3 will really be missed, not only as basketball player, but as kids. I just like being around them.
Absolutely. Well, Coach, even though it's a tough way to close it out, congrats on a terrific season. As again, I'll remind it till the cows come home. Outright league champions this year. Not just league champions, but doing it by 2 games. Pretty impressive stat, especially with the the tough competition you guys had to go up against to start off. I mentioned 2-5 to start off the year, and then since then you go 11-6 or something like that since the turn of the year. So 2026 so far was pretty decent for you and your team, especially turning it around.
There's no doubt our schedule is extremely difficult for a 4A school, and we took some lumps. I thought probably a Lathan North game was kind of a good turning point. They beat us by a little over 20, but we really played well and kind of proved ourselves that we can be a pretty good basketball team. And then we kind of did the same thing with Hayes. It got away late, but we hung with them for a while, and those are 2 teams that will be at the state tournament most likely in 5A and 6A. So, I'm like I said, I really like coaching these kids, and they come to work every day. We talk about having their lunch pails and their hard hats on, and like I said, I'm really proud of them and what they were able to accomplish, and I'm looking forward to the upcoming seasons, already. But the one thing that I told them I'm really going to miss is practice. When I said we don't get a practice tomorrow, and everybody kind of teared up, and more than what we already were. But that's where I really like being around them and trying to get the most out of the talent that we have.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much for taking the time all year long. And, even though tough exit. Congrats on an amazing season.
Lane, thank you for all your work. Sponsors, we really appreciate it. You know, this is an awesome thing we have going here in McPherson, and it's very, very much appreciated.
Absolutely. Coach, thank you so much.
Thank you.
Head Coach Clint Kinnaman joining us for the final time this year, and we will bid you adieu from the McPherson Roundhouse here tonight. Don't forget, tomorrow night is the McPherson Boys Sub-State Semifinal. They will host Ulysses tomorrow at 6 o'clock. We'll have coverage here on KMCP with coverage beginning at 5:40. I promise we'll start on time this time and hopefully no technical issues like we had today. But that's going to do it for us. Again, McPherson falls by a final score 53-50 on the girls' side. Special thanks to Sherry Bruce in the studio, live stream coordinator Jeremy Snap. This is Lane Gillespie. We'll see you once again tomorrow from the Roundhouse. This has been a presentation of McPherson High School basketball as part of the Healthy Blue Kansas Road to a Championship, presented by Thrive Allen County on 98.9 1540 KMCP.
At Midway Motors, we are here for you for every mile of life. Whether you're shopping for a new or used vehicle or selling one, Midway Motors will buy your vehicle even if you're not in the market to buy one of ours. Just stop by one of our 5 locations and one of our appraisers will evaluate your vehicle and you can leave with a check the same day. It's fast and easy. Visit MidwayMotors.com for more information. Midway Motors, for every mile of life.
Your home for McPherson Bullpup Basketball, 98.9 and 1540 KMCP. For more Bullpup coverage, find exclusive stories and streaming audio online at adastraradio.com or download the Ad Astra Radio app. This has been a presentation of the Ad Astra Sports Network, leading the way in regional sports coverage. It's basketball season, and that means the McPherson Bullpups are on 98.9 and 1540 KMCP.